Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel, UK Immigration. We hope you're doing great. In this video, we're going to talk about the new UK government's strict measures to reduce legal migration. Is this the end of overseas recruitment? In a bold move, the newly elected UK government has unveiled a series of stringent measures aimed at curbing legal migration as the policies are set to reshape the landscape of immigration and employment. Many are questioning whether these changes spell the end for overseas recruitment in the UK. This shift marks a significant turning point in the country's approach to managing its labour market and immigration system. If you are interested in this, to get all the information, pay attention and watch the video through to the end. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. So, without any further delay, let's jump into the video. In recent months, the United Kingdom has seen a seismic shift in its approach to immigration, particularly regarding legal migration. The newly elected government, under the Prime Minister, has embarked on an aggressive campaign to overhaul the country's migration policies, with the stated goal of reducing reliance on overseas workers. This marks a significant departure from previous administrations, which had increasingly relied on international talent to fill gaps in various sectors. As these policies are implemented, there is growing concern and speculation about the future of overseas recruitment in the UK. This video explores the ramifications of these measures, examining their potential impact on businesses, workers, and the broader economy. The new government's immigration policy shift. The recent election ushered in a government with a clear mandate to address what it perceives as excessive reliance on migrant labor. Upon assuming office, the new administration wasted no time in making its stance known. The Prime Minister's rhetoric has emphasized a strategic pivot away from overseas recruitment toward bolstering domestic talent. The overarching goal is to reduce legal migration and encourage local hiring through a series of policy changes and reforms. One of the cornerstone initiatives is the creation of a new government body, Skills England. This agency is designed to address skills shortages by providing targeted training to domestic workers, with a particular focus on sectors traditionally reliant on international labor. The government's plan includes not only investing in training programs but also revising the criteria for immigration and visa approvals to align more closely with these new priorities. Historical context: previous immigration policies. To fully understand the implications of the new government's approach, it is crucial to review the context of previous immigration policies. The UK has long been a destination for international workers, with various governments adopting measures to facilitate their entry and integration into the workforce. For example, under the previous Conservative administration, the shortage occupation list was frequently updated to include roles that were challenging to fill with local talent, allowing employers to hire from abroad more easily. Key to this system was the immigration salary list, which provided a streamlined process for recruiting overseas workers in specific sectors. Occupations such as care assistants and senior care workers were added to this list, reflecting a recognition of critical gaps in the domestic labor market. However, the previous government's changes, including the increased salary thresholds and restrictions on dependents, signaled a tightening of immigration controls. The new government's strategies and objectives. The new administration's approach diverges markedly from its predecessors. Central to its strategy is a focus on reducing immigration by enhancing domestic skill development. The government has outlined several key strategies. Training and skills development. Skills England will play a pivotal role in developing and implementing training programs aimed at filling skill gaps in sectors previously dependent on migrant workers. This initiative seeks to ensure that domestic workers are equipped with the skills needed to meet industry demands, thereby reducing the need for overseas recruitment. Increased salaries. The government is also advocating for higher salaries in sectors with significant skill shortages by making domestic positions more attractive through increased compensation. The aim is to encourage more local workers to fill these roles. Penalties for non-compliance. Companies that fail to invest in local training and continue to rely on international workers may face substantial penalties. This includes the potential removal of their occupations from the immigration salary list, making it even more difficult for them to recruit from abroad. Revised immigration salary list. The government plans to further restrict the immigration salary list by removing more occupations. This measure is intended to pressure employers to prioritize local hiring and training over foreign recruitment. Enhanced focus on apprenticeships. The new policies will also emphasize the importance of apprenticeships and other forms of on-the-job training by reallocating funding and resources to support these programs. The government aims to create a more responsive and skilled workforce. Impact on businesses and employers. The new policies are expected to have significant implications for businesses across various sectors for employers. The shift away from relying on overseas workers will necessitate substantial adjustments. Companies that previously depended on international talent may find themselves struggling to fill critical roles, particularly if they have not invested in local training programs. Recruitment challenges. Industries that have historically relied on migrant workers may experience heightened difficulties in recruiting and retaining staff. The immediate impact could be a slowdown in operations or a reduction in service levels, as businesses adapt to the new requirements. Increased training costs. Employers may face higher costs associated with training and upskilling their existing workforce. This could be particularly challenging for smaller businesses with limited resources. Economic implications. The broader economic impact of these policies could be significant by reducing the pool of available international talent. Businesses might experience reduced productivity or higher operational costs. Additionally, there may be implications for sectors that are heavily reliant on migrant workers, such as healthcare and construction. Adaptation and innovation. On the positive side, businesses that successfully adapt to the new policies may benefit from a more skilled and versatile workforce. Investing in training and development could lead to increased innovation and efficiency in the long run. Impact on workers and job seekers. For workers and job seekers, the new policies present both opportunities and challenges. Domestic workers may find increased job opportunities in sectors that were previously dominated by international labor. However, they will also face the pressure to meet the new skill requirements and compete for positions that were once filled by migrants. Increased job opportunities. As companies shift focus to local hiring, job seekers may find more opportunities in sectors that were previously reliant on overseas workers. This could lead to a reduction in unemployment rates and increased job security for domestic workers. Skill development. The emphasis on training and upskilling presents an opportunity for workers to acquire new skills and advance their careers. However, it also means that job seekers will need to invest in their development to remain competitive in the evolving job market. Wage increases. In some sectors, the push for higher salaries could lead to improved compensation for domestic workers. This could enhance job satisfaction and reduce the financial disparity between different roles and industries. Potential displacement. There is also the risk of displacement for workers who have relied on the previous system of international recruitment. As businesses adjust to the new policies, some workers may face uncertainty or job loss if their skills are not aligned with emerging demands. Expert opinions and predictions. Experts have varied opinions on the potential outcomes of the new immigration policies. Some view the changes as a necessary step toward addressing skill shortages and reducing dependency on foreign labor. Others express concern about the practical challenges of implementing such a comprehensive shift and the potential impact on businesses and the economy. Support for skills development. Advocates argue that investing in domestic skill development is a long-term solution to the UK's labour market challenges. By focusing on training and upskilling, the government aims to build a more resilient and self-sufficient workforce. Concerns about implementation. Critics highlight the potential difficulties in implementing these policies effectively. The time required to establish Skills England and develop training programs may delay the benefits of the new approach, leaving businesses and workers in a state of flux. Economic impact. The economic implications of the policy changes are also a point of debate. While some argue that reduced reliance on overseas workers could lead to greater economic stability, others worry about short-term disruptions and potential negative effects on business productivity. Migration figures. Migration experts predict that the overall number of migrants coming to the UK may decrease as a result of the new policies. However, the extent of this reduction will depend on how effectively the government can implement its training and recruitment strategies. Conclusion. The new UK government's stringent measures to reduce legal migration represent a significant shift in the country's immigration and labour policies. By focusing on domestic training and skill development, the administration aims to address critical skill shortages and reduce reliance on overseas workers. However, the full impact of these policies will depend on their successful implementation and the ability of businesses and workers to adapt to the changing landscape. As the UK navigates this new era of immigration policy, stakeholders across various sectors will be closely monitoring the outcomes. The effectiveness of the government's strategies in meeting skill demands, supporting businesses, and enhancing job opportunities for domestic workers will ultimately determine whether these measures achieve their intended goals. In the coming months and years, the true effects of these policies will become clearer. For now, The UK stands at a crossroads, with a new approach to immigration that promises to reshape the country's labour market and economic landscape. As the UK government implements its new measures to tighten legal migration, the future of overseas recruitment remains uncertain. The impact of these policies on both businesses and potential immigrants will likely unfold in the coming months. For now, stakeholders across the board will be closely monitoring the effects of these changes, as the UK navigates its evolving immigration landscape. That is all for today. In this video, what are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later, in the next video. Till then, take care.
Hello everyone, welcome back to channel UK Immigration. We hope you're doing great. In this video, we're going to talk about the new UK government strict measures to reduce legal migration. Is this the end of overseas recruitment? The newly elected UK government has introduced strict measures aimed at reducing legal migration and decreasing reliance on overseas workers. Under Prime Minister, the focus has shifted towards enhancing domestic skill development to address labour shortages in various sectors. A key initiative is the establishment of Skills England, an agency tasked with creating and implementing training programs to fill critical skill gaps previously addressed by the international labour. The new policies include increasing salaries in sectors with significant shortages to attract domestic workers and imposing penalties on companies that fail to invest in local training. Additionally, the government plans to further restrict the immigration salary list by removing more occupations, making it more challenging for employers to recruit from abroad. These changes mark a departure from previous administrations which relied on the shortage occupation list and the immigration salary list to facilitate the hiring of international talent. The prior government had expanded visa routes and made other concessions to attract overseas workers, but the new administration aims to reverse these trends by prioritizing local workforce development. The potential impacts on businesses are significant. Companies that previously depended on migrant labor may face recruitment challenges and increased training costs. This could affect productivity and operational efficiency, particularly in sectors like healthcare and construction. Conversely, domestic workers may benefit from increased job opportunities and higher wages as the focus shifts to local hiring. Experts have mixed opinions on the policy's effectiveness. While some support the move towards a more self-sufficient workforce, others are concerned about the practical challenges and short-term disruptions.